Each spring, about the last week of May, first week of June, depending on the weather, there's a major migration that takes place every year. Now, if you're thinking caribou or the loon, you might be right. It's all the loony fishermen that are headed north because they can't get enough smallmouth bass fishing. And that's where you find us this week at Canoe Canada Outfitters in Ontario, Canada. Now, on this day, the fishing was slower than normal, but it was still so good.
Every chance I get, there's a place I go where the bass are biting as the sun hangs low. There's a feeling I get that I hope will never end. On a deep, clear lake or an Ozark stream, I kick back, relax, and I start to dream about what Mother Nature has waiting around the bend. Hey, Larry and Bob will take me there today. My gear's packed up and I just can't wait to get out on my way. Outdoors in the Heartland, it's like coming home to an old friend. That city life is not for me. There's fun as far as I can see. The great outdoors is where I want to be. Outdoors in the Heartland.
Your Quality Ford dealers present Outdoors in the Heartland with Bob Richardson and Larry Woodward. This segment of Outdoors in the Heartland is brought to you by Ford and your Quality Ford dealers. Mercury Marine, Motor Guide, Never Stop, Strike King, #1 in fishing lures, Browning, the best there is, and Triton Boats, we take America fishing.
That's a smallmouth. That's a good one. That's a good one. And that's what we're looking for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Top water in the morning. Morning? Oh, yeah. We slept in a little late this morning. Very little fish. Decent smallmouth. Yeah, it's a decent bass. Oh, you got your plug. Getting on that tree. Just barely made it. That's a smallmouth. That's a bass. That's a bass. Come on. I thought it was a pike hit, the way it sounded. Come here. Man, that bad boy whacked it. Go. You know, a lot of times it looks like we are just really catching the heck out of them. Well, this morning, it's not going so good. And this fish here is definitely trying to bed. Look at that tail. Somehow, one of them pike ate the skirt right off my spinnerbait. So I think what I'm going to do is make a little change. Got this kind of dark brown brackish water, and normally I'd be throwing nothing but silver blades, but this one here was a combination of willow blades of gold and silver. But I'm going to change up. And this particular bait, Strike King came out with 2 willow blades, and if you'll see, one of them is gold, one silver. But the best of both worlds, you know, over the last years we've seen these sexy shad colors, which are white, short truce, and a little bluish, have become real popular. And I have not tried them on the smallmouth yet,
If you look at the back of the blades, it's painted just like the head. It's got a little orange dot, white, short truce, little blue, got a scale pattern. I believe that I can make that work on these smallmouth, but we're going to find out. I'll Palomar knot, wet it, cinch it up. Used to bite that line off, but I rubbed my teeth doing it, so I'm going to use a pair of scissors like I was told to many years ago, but sometimes a little too late. Now I've been catching them on an all short truce bait, and this one's short truce with a little Colorado and the willow. If the wind picks up any more and we get any kind of clouds, I'm going to switch to that. So.
Check out oith.com or go to facebook.com/Outdoors in the Heartland. Every week there's going to be prizes, giveaways, and contests.
This segment of Outdoors in the Heartland is brought to you by Motor Guide, Never Stop, and Strike King, #1 in fishing lures.
I'm starting to get nervous. You look in here, folks. I'm starting to get nervous. All these empty raised tail crawl packages. I just don't want to come down to the end and not have any. I mean, you talk about withdrawal symptoms, it wouldn't be pretty. That's what we're looking for. And you know, this bay, it could be a little spawning bay right here, but here, look at here. Here comes his twin.
Nope. Mine's a little guy. Not what we're looking for. Solid 3-something. Okay. Any bites are far and few in between. Pretty little fish. And the reason I use such a big hook, and this may even be a 6/0 hook, real heavy, massive, heavy steel hook. And the reason for it is I can take and get a little more distance and a little more action with that weight, kind of lifting it up and letting it drop. And it seems like most of these fish you're going to catch on these type of soft plastic jerkworm are usually going to be when you twitch it up to the top and just let it float down and you work it up, and it keeps it in the strike zone and in their face longer. And sometimes if they don't want to eat it because they're hungry, they eat it because they just want to kill it. I don't really care as long as they put it in their mouth. That little zero shows up in their mouth. No wonder they can see it so good. It really shows up in that blackish, brownish, dark. Come here. Come here. Easy. There you go. Little fish. I think the great thing about throwing this zero sometimes, Larry, the more I use it, the more wore out it gets, the more stretched out, nasty looking.
You can't wear it out.
The better the bite gets, because it wiggles and wobbles a lot better. Try not to keep it just perfectly in line. Get a little kink to it, it just gives it that much more action.